Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Xeno, the personification of a cry for help, and we are back with more Dawn Chorus Late Route. Now, in the last video, we did rehash some things like going to the tea house and everything, but Late broke things over Torolf. He actually did it. He wanted that relationship for so long, he held onto it like it was his lifeline, until he realized that it's been poisoning him. It was essentially just basically a drug at that point. He was addicted. Why does that sound like me? Oh my god! I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm literally just like late at this point. I'm actually late. That's crazy. And we're both cats. He may say he's not a cat, but Lion is a cat. So there's that. You know what? Let's continue, shall we? So yeah, that's where we left off on. He broke this off a Torolf, and we were comforting him. And then we tried some awful Belgian beer for some reason. Enough fucking around, let's get into this. I need to step on my pasta game. I've learned a lot since I started to cook for myself, but I've been making 2 recipes on repeat and I should find something else. I could cook you something when we come back. I can ace roasted red pepper pasta each time. I have my doubts. Why? Remember the first time we've met? I know how much one pack yields now. No more accidents. Usually. We can try making something together. That could be fun. Oh, great idea! We could make something extra. It's a lot of stuff I like to make, but it's too much effort on my own. Bibimbap, for example. Sure, I like that a lot. Lake brushes against my shoulder lightly, but I can't tell if it's on purpose or not. I feel lightheaded. I thought that the cool air outside would clear my head, but really the opposite happened. I feel drunk on the night. The scent of pines intoxicating and overwhelming. Lake is slightly tipsy, I could tell it easily. Not too much, but enough to make him even more talkative than usual, jumping from topic to topic. He sits down at the snow, on the side of the path trodden in snow around the guest house, looking up at me. How was your day? My day? We spent most of it together, you know, but I enjoyed it a lot. I sit down next to him, careful not to get snow into my shoes. Oh, I've met Mito at the sauna. You don't know him much, do you? Not really, but he seemed like a nice, sensitive person. I bet we'd get along well if he had the time to open up. You two are close friends, right? We used to be. We've known each other since middle school. But now, I don't know, it's awkward between us, that's for sure. He's been acting withdrawn today, too. What happened? Distance? Distance and time. Me being a jerk too, but that's a long story. I'd be happy to listen if I could help. I gulp. I never really talked about it with anyone. It feels weird. It's built in that part of me. I had a crush on him, and I pushed him away because I feared rejection or worse. I know, that's stupid, but that's what kids are. Stupid and dramatic. What about now? Not anymore. No, I don't think so. Weird that feelings can flicker off like that, extinguished by the chill breath of time. Where did it disappear? It disappeared when I chose a route. I'm sorry, dude. You have no agency in this. Then I remember suddenly. The letter. The safe. The hatch. The cold touch of steel. I wonder if they're still there. Does he know? No. I've been meaning to talk to him and apologize, but I don't really know how to start. I think he's been thinking the same. We both definitely feel something unresolved hatred between us, that's obvious. Arvo, you should definitely talk with them! This trip is the perfect opportunity! I know, I've been mean to. I was sort of waiting for some sort of acknowledgement from him that he would like to talk about it at all. Maybe it's better to leave it as is. Don't wait until he mentions it. If he's your friend and you care about him, you have to talk with him openly or you lose him forever. I sigh. I know it's true, but it doesn't make it any easier. But Late is right. I should do it. Even if just out of decency. And I do care about Miko and our friendship. I missed him. I'll do it tomorrow. Or today if I have the chance. Good! How about we go a bit further away from the guest house so that we can see more of the sky? The whole building glows like a giant lantern. Less light would be nice to be able to really appreciate the sky. Sure. We walked into the forest, dense branches high in the sky. Lake walked ahead, his paw grazing against the trees, brushing snow off their bark. You know, I'd like to get away from here for a while. Catch some sun. I miss the sun a lot. I kind of like this weather, with all the fog and darkness. All this gloom gets to me sometimes, but I don't hate it. But I wouldn't mind some sunny vacations either. Sun. You know, thinking of a trip someplace warm, I'm getting nostalgic for a game I never played. A cute romance story. Says some seaside town, maybe in Somerset, where it's always sunny and everything is beautiful. Isn't Somerset somewhere in England? I really doubt it's always sunny there. Shh! Don't interrupt me or I'll lose focus. You play as a girl that moved there with her parents, fleeing the big city, and made cast of handsome boys who take you on dates. You can go out with all of them and then sail on one at the end. He takes you on a boat and you sail away. Off to some great adventure. Is this the kind of game you play? Maybe. Haven't in a long time. You? You don't like visual novels? I don't remember playing any, besides some web dating sims a long time ago. I have a lot I love. I could send you a few good ones sometime. We walked out onto a meadow on the side of the hill, bathed in moonlight. From beneath the trees, the guest house looms, its windows bright like opened eyes, and far behind it, the sea shimmers in the cold glow, like a silver stain, undulating. Lake sits down on the snow, facing the guest house. The stars shine above brightly and gas between the clouds, tiny pebbles in the black river of the cosmos. I'm still in awe of how many stars are visible here. It's too dark today with the clouds for me to see most of them. What do you mean? You don't see well in the dark? I get visual snow on flat colored backgrounds. Gray is the worst, so the stars disappear in the visual snow. Visual snow? I think I've read about it in our neurophysiology course book. How does yours look? Something like TV stat, just not as intense. It's not something very annoying. Besides, I've always had it, so I'm used to it. So, if you look at something black, you have an overlay of visual noise? What if you close your eyes? Same thing, just less intense. Do you have tinnitus too? I know it's a common comorbidity. Yeah, that's way more annoying. I've had it since I remember, so I never heard silence. But I'm kind of used to it too. I barely remember I have it. Huh, interesting. Kind of sucks, but then there's a lot we can get used to. I sit down next to Lake, and he rests his head on my shoulder with a deep sigh, eyes locked on the guest house. How you feeling? Shitty AF. Thinking of Torolf? A bit. I got this shirt from Torolf, you know. He said it didn't fit him well, and he could barely put it on anyway after he started to hit the gym more. Oh. What are you going to do with it? I like it. I think I'll keep it. It's been mine now for some time. Lake falls silent for a moment, examining the shirt, as if making sure it still feels his. We wanted very different things, but I kept coming to him to feel close to someone. Lake was giving him pleasure and praise. Torf was giving him a sense of belonging and intimacy. But it couldn't last forever. Lake deserves better, I know it. Yesterday, when we cuddled under the shower, I felt closer to you than I ever felt to him. That's when I understood that I had to end whatever that was. I don't want to think of it. It's a closed chapter. I have such bad luck when it comes to love. I place all my bets wrong. I'm starting to think it's a curse. I'm forever destined to be alone. There's me. I'm here. I want to snuggle the lion and tell him that everything will be fine. But I stay silent. I envy Jorgen a lot. Jorgen, isn't he single? He is, but he's been in serious relationships already. I've dated some people, but I've never got this far with any. One time, I got a crush on someone who I thought was single, and then he mentioned his boyfriend after a week. Besides, what I really envy is his courage to be himself. He certainly is bold. What do you have that you like to express? He stutters, his voice breaking into a falsetto, almost going up by an octave. Then he looks at me, with anxiety and anticipation in his big lion eyes. I'm non-binary. Switching pronouns. They, them now. You mean like... What do you mean, actually? That I don't feel like a guy, but I don't really feel like a girl either. It's not that easy to describe, you know. I'm never sure how I feel about myself, and it fluctuates with time, too. I can define what I am only through negations. I'm not a woman, but I'm definitely not a man. I mean, look at me. Did I ever have dude energy? Well, my voice is giving you dude energy. I am so sorry. Bro, it's so funny. It's so funny how in this game, like, I have gave the transgender man the deepest voice I could ever give someone, and I give the non-binary character the fucking dude bro voice. You know what? It was funny. When it was revealed that Jordan was trans, I contemplated whether or not to change his voice. But I decided not to because I already went so far with his voice right now, I can't change it anytime soon. No. Well, you're late. That's what's important to me. But how would you like me to refer to you? I like my name. It's ambiguous. I've always felt that ladies have feminine energy. In English, I like they-them pronouns, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to start using them openly. I can use them if you like. To be honest, with how ubiquitous they are, I don't think most would notice. But if they did, that's not a big deal either. Not for you, maybe. That also complicates dating. I don't see myself as a guy, and I like guys, but if I date gays, they expect me to be a guy, so I dress like one. But then, the version of myself I'm showing to others is different than how I see myself. It's not good either. Lots of people are pan, and as I said, you're late, and I like you for who you are, not for your gender. They're really cute when they look at me like that. I seeking validation and comfort. So I pull the line close, with my arms draped around them, and I hold them close. Thank you. It's damn cold, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I nod, but I don't get up. Neither of us move, leaning on each other, looking at the moon, bright on the night sky, like a lighthouse lantern leading us to the shore. Hi, Bjorn! My baby! I wade through a sea of students in the cafeteria, super plates in paw, careful not to step on anyone. Steph has set the place up with a film. Tables held the walls and cushions lay about the floor. The gleaming projector screen casts a cool glow into the room. So, what's this film again? I sit down on a cushion beside Lake, passing them their plate. Maybe check the schedule. Ooh, that looks good. Thanks. They take a huge bite of a sandwich and immediately wince, struggling to chew it down. Ah, strong! Lake makes a show of fanning themselves, maw hanging open. Jeez, what's in that? They flail their paw towards a bottle of water. I pass it to them, and they chug it down, soaking the color of their shirt with the runoff in the process. After much turmoil, they finally swallow and settle down, sniffling. Horseradish, I think, and a lot of it. Remind me next time to look before I eat. Oh, Lake, what a Thembo? How do you describe someone who can figure out astrophysics but not pasta? Anyway, what were you saying? What film is this? They look around for a moment, as if the answer is somewhere in the room. I actually don't know. That's no big deal. No film beats good company. Well, you're right, but good film plus good company could be nice too. True, yeah. I can make a list of some films for us to watch if you want. That's a cute idea. I like that. Sounds nice. I'm still curious what's playing, though. If it's something you don't like, we can always go and start working out through that list now. Working through the list already? Maybe I'm overthinking this, but even just a pot full of films will add up to a lot of hours. Does Lake really want to spend that much time together? I'm imagining them now, those cozy nights. We're curled up under a blanket with some firm playing on my laptop, sipping on cups of hot chocolate, waiting until the probably disastrous cake in the oven finishes baking. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. The thought is achingly sweet, but the real line is already here. Alright. For now, let's stick around and see, okay? Sure. At least the supper looks good, aside from that chemical weapon. They push the horseradish laden sandwich away from the rest of their food with their fork. Don't tell me you're not going to eat it. I will. That sandwich and I just need some time apart. I take the chance to look at the food myself. Looks like a rotten and beetroot sandwich. And a pie with chocolate cashew cream. Nice. I take a bite of the sandwich myself. It's indeed heavy on the horseradish, but still pretty good. Late shoves a big chunk of the pie into their maw. Oh, you got a little... Here, let me. I wipe off a little dark cream from their snout. Thanks. I'm guessing it's good, huh? Really good. Haven't you said that every supper? Maybe. I have a sweet tooth. More like a sugar fetish. May I remind you who was listening after my cake earlier? It looked good! What, were you going to eat the whole thing yourself? No. I'm not convinced. Maybe. That's what I thought. You didn't ask, I had to ask you. As long as you asked, you'd have a piece of my cake any day. Wait. We both cracked up, apparently embracing our inner 12-year-olds. Yeah, I think we both could use a good laugh. Things have been pretty heavy today, especially for Lake. It seems like they're doing okay now, but I'm not sure if it's true. It's hard to believe that they're all bubbly and carefree so soon after splitting with Torolf. But maybe that's just Lake being Lake? I suppose I'll find out. Well, you like sweets. Oh, why's that? Like I said earlier, you're a sweetheart. Oh, you dork. Before I could finish my thought, the lights blinked out, and images flashed across the projector screen. Oh, it's starting! Lake puts down their pie and leans on my shoulder, half supporting themselves from falling down, half keeping me from leaving. I place an arm around them, holding them steady. The film blares to life. Rich, weighty synthesizer chords ring out, reverberating around the room, one then another, like waves crashing onto the shore. Oh my god! What is it? It's him! Who? No, the film, him! The one I was telling you about yesterday. Oh, the one about the guy falling in love with an AI? That one! What do you think? Should we stay for it? Well, it's really special to me for a lot of reasons. It's bittersweet too, though. It feels like a parting hug from someone you love, if that makes sense. Oh. Is now a good time to watch it? I'm not sure, but you might as well see it. While you're here. It's worth your time, I promise. Does that mean you're leaving? Lake closes the gap between us, snuggling up to my side. I guess not. Oh yeah, I would never. You know, we could be a little bit closer. How do you mean? How about we just try something and you tell me if it's okay? Sure. Lake climbs onto my lap and leans back, shifting their weight forward so they can rest their head on my chest. This is nice. I figured you'd say that. I brush out a little bird caught on the lion's mane, a token from our trip to the forest. They still smell like the woods, with faint notes of aspen and birch in their fur, atop the scent of fresh citrus. I'm starting to get used to how soft their fur is, soft and sweet. I don't think I'll ever get tired of petting them. You comfy? Yeah, you? More than ever. Good. Pay attention, okay? It's a good one. Aw, that's so sweet. They're so adorable. City lights blink in the hazy darkness. The wind is cold and fierce at this height. I shiver at your side, and you put your head on my shoulder. It's just you and me, but that's enough. The credits roll. As Coach turns on the lights, students yawn and stretch around us. The crowd returns to the real world. Hey! Lake sits up and turns to face me. What'd you think? Wow, that was really good. Oh yeah? Whew, I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, I figured it'd be good since you liked it, but I wasn't expecting it to be that good. It is. What'd you like about it? It caught me off guard. It's funny at first, I had trouble taking it seriously, but maybe that was the point. I think that's why it worked so well for me. Like all the humor in the absurd premise are just set for a gut punch. Or a series of gut punches, actually. Is it an absurd premise? Well, I guess it wouldn't be if we had smarter AI. I don't think ChatGPT is going to do anything like that anytime soon, so it just sounds silly right now. That's not gonna stop you from wanting to date ChatGPT. I'm sorry, but Jesus fucking Christ. Ugh. Absurd or not, though, it still works. And I see why you like the soundtrack, by the way. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. It's by Barcade Fire, if you know them. Really? I wouldn't have guessed. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm a fan, so I wasn't expecting all the chill ambient stuff. They composed it with the same person who wrote the string parts for Deflector, though, so that's cool. Not much of an ambient listener? No, not really. I into the lifestyle that's more singable, like Werewolf Rite or from Ottawa. I did that reference. Werewolf Rite, Vampire Weekend. That's so funny. Okay, so that's 3 artists I know they listen to. Good start. Not a lot, but better than 0. I don't think I ever heard you sing before. Really? You never heard me built-in dancing yin before? No? Huh, I was so drunk I figured the whole dorm must have heard me. Paba seems like the right sort of music to sing during drunk karaoke. Drunk karaoke? You are the dancing yin, spotted sweet, only 17. We should do it when we get back. Oh, I don't know. I'm not much of a singer. You'll be fine. With enough alcohol, everyone's a good singer. I don't know if I agree with that. Just kidding. I still think it'd be fun, though. We can ask everyone else if they want to join. I haven't heard Jordan sing before. I mean, normal sing, not scream sing. I bet he has a nice voice. I'll have to think about it. I'll admit it does sound fun. About the film, by the way, what was it like rewatching? Well... Late deflates, their snoot drooping toward the floor. Maybe you were right to ask if it was a good time to watch. I didn't really expect it to hit so hard. Now I'm all up in my feelings. Aw, do you want to talk about it? Can we go outside first? I could use some air. Sure. We step out onto the terrace into the cool blue night. A thick layer of snow extends out to the tree line, gleaming in the moonlight. The distant snow looks pristine, except that a single path of prints. Hoof prints? It's hard to tell. Breaks the smooth surface, forging onto the forest ahead. Hoof prints. Weird, who's out there? It's really cold. Wow! I wonder who's the only person in this visual novel who has hoof prints that we've seen. I try not to think about it. I have more important things to worry about. Lake steps out to the edge of the terrace and sits down, their legs dangling above the snow. I grab the spot next to them. So, what's on your mind? The lion heaves a deep, shaky sigh, sending a cloud of vapor off into the breeze. It's endearing, their timidness in their big eyes, all their emotions plain to see in them. A desire to protect them arises in me, a fire spreading to my arms, aching too close around the lion and hold them tight. Hey, come here. Lake moves closer, their paw identifying mine. I rub small circles into their fur with my thumb, and their breathing grows steadier, like a windstorm clearing up. I'm here for you. Thanks! It's okay if you're not ready to talk about it, though. No, I want to. It's just hard, that's all. They stay silent for a while, their eyes trained on the pawful of stars visible through the cloud cover. The starry-eyed lion. So... the film got me thinking about handling real things. Real emotions, real people, I mean. I'm awful at that. I'm great at making things up, though. That, and pretend that things are all great and cool, even if they aren't. I'm pretty sure that's how I get by. Pretending works for a while, but when it comes to relationships, it's not sustainable. It never lasts. I learned that from Torolf. From being with Torolf. I mean, if with is even the right word. I needed what we had to mean something to him. I had this vision of how things would go if he felt the same way, if he cared as much as I did. But that's all it was. A vision. Looking back, we never had anything in the first place. I made it up too. He had me, and I had this Fantasy. Late's voice breaks at this, as if too weak to carry the weight of their words. I've never heard them sound so defeated. Partners, hookups, even friends. I always think there's someone they aren't. That or I think they have something they don't. I feel like I'm just fated to pretend, to turn whomever I've fallen for into a character that suits me. They're picking themselves apart. It's like every doubt is forcing its way out of them at once. I don't know if I can trust myself to say the right thing, but I can't just sit here. It hurts too much to see Lake Hearn like this. You know you're not being fair to yourself. Your past mistakes don't define who you are, and they certainly don't justify calling yourself awful at handling reality either. Besides, you can't take all the blame. If Torf knew you wanted something different, he could have said something. No, you're right, he could have. I'm sorry, I know I'm being a downer. It's okay, Kitty. I'm here for you, remember? Kitty? Why in the hell did I just say that? Where did that come from? Sorry, Hey, it's all good. I kinda like it, actually. You can tell me that if you want. Oh. Okay. I'm not sure what came over me. I can't say I've ever said that before. I'm just that special, huh? We both crack up, our laughter carrying out into the snowy landscape. It's good to have at least a moment's levity. I just hope it'll stop them from spiraling any further. You know, everything I said before still worries me. When I fall for someone new, it all comes flying back. Fall for someone new? I feel like I'm standing at the threshold of something big, as if I'm atop the crest of a tall mountain, seeing vast new territory ahead of me. But it's a long, long way down. My pulse quickens in anticipation. I like you a lot, Arvo. So much it scares me. I'm still worried that this you that I adore isn't all you. But the thing that gives me hope is how willing you are to bare your soul to other people. In spite of all my worries, I feel like I know the real you. That's what's so special about you. Well, one of many things, really. It all just makes me so afraid of losing you. I am... Without a second thought, I closed the gap between us, pressing myself to theirs. They melted to the kiss, rubbing their arms around me tightly as my paw runs through their mane. I'm lost in them, in a world of soft fur, wrapped in a moment I carry into eternity. I break the kiss and can't suppress the widest grin spreading across my snout. They're smiling too, then giggling, and soon we're both losing it like children, sharing the warmth of the moment. Wait, Arvo, was that your first kiss? Oh, I think so, yeah. And right now, there's no one I would rather have shared it with. Aw, I'm honored then. That was sweet of you. Just ask first next time, okay? My bad, I didn't mean. Oh, no, it's okay. It's just, if you do, I'll make it even better for you. Like... I'm like putty in their paws, I swear. So easy to fluster. Oh, by the way, I was wondering. Can I stay in your room tonight? I feel something like a firecracker lying in my chest. Okay, play cool. This is a totally innocuous request. Yeah, sure, of course. Whew. Notorious smooth talker Arvo strides again. Nice! It's better not to expect anything, right? That way I don't get disappointed. But what if... Wait, what would I be disappointed about? Images flash in my head. Way too many of them, in fact, rushing forth in a flood of dopamine and serotonin. I shift my position a little, starting to feel uncomfortable in my trousers. Late giggles. Oh, they definitely know what they're doing. Hey, is that Rune? Oh my god, for guys! Oh my god, for guys, he's shroom tripping. He's tripping right now. Guys, he's tripping right now. Oh shit. Shit. Oh fuck. Oh god. Oh no. He's so... I forgot about the trip. He's tripping on shrooms and we're out here with Late. I turn to see where they're looking, and sure enough, Rune's out there in the snow. Rune, hey! He walks unsteadily on his hooves, a dazed look in his eyes. Behind him, another trail of prints followed from the forest's edge. So it must have been him out there then. He's not even wearing a jacket, he must be freezing. Rune? Lake shoots me a puzzled look. I shake my head. I don't know either. Huh? Hey, is everything okay? It's nothing, He stammers, trailing off. This doesn't feel right. Even if he's just cold, it's obviously taking a toll on him. Come on, I think he needs help. I grab Lake's paw and urge them off the edge of the terrace. We both hop down, tread snow on our way to Rune. He's shivering, every exhale shallow and quavery. The frost dusts the edges of his fur, and his clothes look drenched. Oh no! Rune, how long have you been out here? So cold. Lake, this isn't good. We have to get him inside to warm him up. Give me a paw. I approach Rune's side to support him, but he backs away. Wait, I don't know if you should touch me. Lake flanks Rune, ready to offer their shoulder. Why? I feel weird. It's okay though, I can walk on my own. I'm not sure about this. He seems like he needs help, but I don't want to upset him any further. No, insist! Rune, we can help. You'll be okay. Yeah, we're here for you. Here, just lean on me. I don't... His small hands open for a second, but no words come out. He breathes a heavy sigh. Yeah, sorry. Don't be! Arvo, you got it? I offer my shoulder to Rune, and he leans on me too, supporting himself with both of us. Thank you both. Of course, let's get you inside, okay? Never has this much of my body been so numb. Rune. The deer is sitting on Lake's bed in his boxers and 2 layers of blankets. The rest of his clothes still soaked and hanging to dry. The table sits between the beds as it did my first night here. The kettle beeps and Yorker walks over to the cupboard, returning with a mug full of tea. Careful, it's hot. Rune accepts the steaming mug and places it gently on the table in front of him. A familiarly fruity aroma arises from it. It's like standing in the middle of an apple orchard with a scent of flowers carried on in the breeze. Thank you. You're very welcome. The deer picks up the mug and takes a small sip. As he does, his eyes flash wider for a moment. He begins swirling the brew around like some kind of teeth sommelier, bringing it close to his nose and taking the bouquet. Lake eyes him curiously before locking eyes with me. I shrug, just as puzzled. Yorker doesn't notice, having already returned to the kettle for another mug. I don't recall him doing this at the tea house earlier. Based on Lake's reaction, he probably didn't. Is this herbal? Yes, it is. Hibiscus and apple. It's nothing fancy, but I enjoy it. It's nice, thanks. Of course. Lake, Arvo? Sure. One for me too, please. Coming right up. My curiosity from before is still gnawing at me. Why? Why go out there in the freezing cold? What was out there for him? It feels invasive to ask directly, much as I want to. He's obviously been through a lot, and I imagine he doesn't want to share all of it. If it's something important, maybe he'll bring it up on his own. You feeling any warmer, Rune? Yeah, kind of. It'll probably take a while. Jordan turns back to us with 2 more mugs. Here you are. Thanks! Thank you. I take a sip. And yeah, it's mostly tart with a hint of sweetness. I think it's grown on me since I first had it. Yes, it will take some time. Stay in a warm room and keep drinking, slowly. And you might want to put on some dry clothes soon. I'd go get some if I were in a better state to do so. He cleanses down on himself. I'm not exactly decent right now. Well, I know some people wouldn't have a problem with that. Jordan stares daggers at Lake, but a tiny smirk flashes across his snout before he recompasses his steely glare. Something tells me this is familiar territory for the 2 of them. I guess I would feel offended if the same thought didn't cross my mind. Oh god, shame on me. I could go get them from you. No. I mean, sorry, I don't think you should go in there. I kind of broke my guitar. I don't want you to see that. Why not? I won't judge if it's a mess or something. No, it's just... I fucked up. Fucked up? Rune sighs, his voice dripping with exhaustion. It's a lot. Like, a lot. I don't really want to get into the details. That's okay. You don't have to if you don't want to. If we can help, though, I'm all ears. Alright, so... things aren't going my way. Actually, that's an understatement. Everything has gone the exact opposite of my way. I stretched myself too thin. Now I'm here watching my aspirations disintegrate in front of me. The deer cradles his head in his paws, covering his tired eyes. I'm a fucking failure! Ouch. He's talking about himself, but that stings to hear. I can't help but think about the times I've seen him all energetic and upbeat. Was it all just a mask? Every open door shuts on me in the blink of an eye. That leaves me here, sitting on my paws, feeling sorry for myself with no way out. I never made a backup plan. I planned on success. I planned on perfection. I don't even know what I have now. I imagine him swimming out too far, pushing his limits, only to find himself too weak to resist a riptide. Now here he is, cold and waterlogged. Hell, I don't even know what to say to him. Helpless, I look to Late, who looks just as shaking. It's okay. You don't have to say anything. You're not my therapist. Do you have a therapist? No. You should think about getting one. Yeah, I guess I have the time now. Straining a timid hunch, Lake steels themselves, a determined look in their eyes. No! I shouldn't get a therapist? No, sorry, I mean, you don't have to suffer all those negative thoughts about yourself. We all make mistakes sometimes, that's what we do. It's not the end of the world, we're more than our achievements. It's not just that! Rude snaps, his voice knife sharp. The rest of us flinch, falling silent. Sorry. My phone. He sighs. My phone had half a year's worth of demos on it. Dozens of recordings. Probably a couple albums worth. Oh, Rune? Wait, like I said earlier, maybe it's fixable. Maybe I can remember some of the songs, but... His voice breaks, interrupted by a labored breath. I smashed my fucking guitar. Oh my god? This is even worse than I thought. He's at rock bottom. It's a good thing we're here for him. I'm conflicted. On one paw, he's resilient. He can come back stronger. But on the other paw, if I tell him that, what if he just tries to push himself again? I don't want him to ever return to the state he's in. Is it even my place to say something? What do I even know about him? What can I do? I catch Jordan looking my way. His expression firm, yet reassuring. When I meet his gaze, he nods. I should say something. You don't have to do this to yourself, dude. Like, stop trying to prove yourself to whoever. Rune, you don't need to be good at anything. What do you mean? Things didn't go the way you expected. It sucks, and I'm sorry, but you won't feel better if you just push yourself again. It's hard to accept these things. I think if you do, though, you'll find a way to be at peace with yourself. Otherwise, if you keep depending on success, you're never going to be satisfied. But what does that leave me with? Those achievements, those things I aim for. That's what's going to take me places. That's the foundation of my future. Like, what am I worth without it? What makes you think you need those to be worth something? It's stupid, I know. I should be better than this. But if I don't succeed or do anything meaningful, no one's going to look up to me. No one will care who I am. I need that, though I hate to admit it. Rune, do you think we all care about you because you're good at basketball or something? Don't answer that. My point is, your skills are just a tiny part of who you are. There's so much more you can be proud of. Yeah, you're really cool, you know that? What do you even mean by that? I don't know, you're just fun to be around. And you like sharing the things you love with other people, that's a nice thing. It's true. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's very sweet of you. I don't know, though. It's okay. I don't expect you to change your mind overnight. Just remember, we got your back, alright? Alright. He heard us out. That's enough for me. Thank you. Rune wraps Lake and I in a tight hug, pulling us close to his fluffy chest. His fur is soft, and though he was freezing before, I feel warmer snuggling into him. Beneath the woody scent of the forest, he smells like jasmine. He feels sturdy, his muscles firm and defined beneath his fur. I'd have a hard time leaving this hut at his will. Not that I want to. You know, fur-to-fur contact can help with hypothermia. I guess we better say it like this then. Works for me. I don't mind. We all laugh a bit, grateful for a moment's relief. Time seems to slow down. Seconds cascade into minutes, as the tension, like the cold, fades away. Aww. Do we have to tell Jordan? I mean, I'm sure he'll notice if I'm gone in the middle of the night. Fair point. On top of that, it might tip him off if I don't stay here. Yeah, true. Besides, it's not like he's fully in the dark here. I quirk an eyebrow. What do you mean by that? Let's just say he's a good waiting man. What? Oh, pfft. Wait, are you serious? Before Lake can answer, Jordan enters. Okay, clothes retrieved, deer delivered. Good to hear. Lake giggles. Deer delivered? Oh, stop it. Is he feeling okay? Better, but not 100%. He'll be alright. I may check in on him later, though. Any other activities this evening, or shall we call it a night? How to break the news to him? Lake looked at me and winced. How reassuring. Lake's going to be staying in my room tonight. Oh, that's adventurous of you. Thanks? Lake chuckles, clearly delighted to watch me squirm. Well, if either one of you intends on using the shower here before you go, kindly let me know. Yeah, I'll go. Lake grabs a pair of boxers and a towel before staring over to the door. Don't take too long in there. I won't. When the door shuts behind them, Jordan turns to me. Who are you and what do you want with my lion? Very funny. Better question, what does your lion want with me? Touché. You better ask that yourself. Seems like Lake's dying to tell you. How do you know? Something you learn when you're friends with a hopeless romantic is that you should expect to end up knowing far more about their love life than you're asked for. Too much? More than I want to think about. Oh no. Don't be embarrassed, I haven't heard much. I suppose it hasn't been long anyway. How long exactly? Well, Lake hasn't shut up about you since we arrived, but I'd heard comments about a cute tiger only a couple of weeks into the semester. Nice to see you match the description. Oh, thanks. A couple weeks into the semester? Has Lake been crushing on me this whole time? Images of our chance meetings flashed through my head. That time Lake got so distracted talking with me in the dorm kitchen that their muffins started burning. That time they tripped on ice while running to catch up with me. That time they showed up at my door unannounced to offer me a slice of cake they had baked for a special occasion. A sweet gesture for sure, but much too sweet a cake. They must have been a touch overzealous with the sugar. I wish I made more time for them. I should have seen how much they liked me, but things were so dull that the thought never crossed my mind. It's no wonder they thought I was avoiding them. I'm assuming that they told you they came out to me? Came out? As non-binary. Wait, haven't they told you? No. Oh damn, maybe I should have said that. Damn it, dude! I've been waiting for a while now, though. What do you mean, waiting? Lake prefers they, them? They do, yeah. Okay. Well, after a point, it almost seemed like they were trying to tell me without telling me. They asked me if their outfit looked androgynous, for example, or acts all giddy after getting she-heard by strangers. Oh, and there are all those non-binary keeps and kobolds characters they played. Classic egg behavior. Keeps and kobolds? Egg behavior? This is going over my head. Okay, well observed, I guess. Plain to see from my perspective. I can't tell whether Jordan is exceptionally perceptive, or I'm just the opposite. Or maybe there's something I'm not getting. They did tell me about the split with Torolf, though. I've got a whole wall of text before the film screening. Things have been rather silent since then. Jordan tips his head towards the spot where Rune was sitting. The deer's empty mug is still on the table. I imagine he was why. Among other things, yeah. Can I ask why you're telling me all this? I'm sure you can see Lisa's sensitive soul. Sounds about right. You should know that that sensitive soul has now rather invested in you, so to speak. I imagine you feel similarly, given all the time you spent staring longingly at each other. Huh? Really? Yes, it's comically obvious. Wow, that's mortifying. Here, I thought we were being super subtle about it. Look, this is your business, not mine. So on principle, I can't expect you to listen to me. I strongly encourage you, however, to be sure you know what you want. Lake is sort of like family to me. Though I can't claim to know what's best for them, I know they deserve better than having their heart broken. I won't see it happen again. Take good care of them. And do it for my sake too. I like you, Orvo. You seem alright. Don't make me listen to them vent about you. I don't want to hurt them. Okay. Good. I mean, I'm not in charge of you. Do what you will. Just wanted to make my stance known. Thanks. It's a lot to think about. I'm sure. Take your time. You may need it. Through the bathroom door and the white noise of the shower running, I hear Lake singing something. Fast you. Oh! I should probably head back and shower in my room. Sounds about right. Shall I tell them you text when you want them over? Yeah, thanks. I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning. See you then. Good night, Arvo. Good night. I step out of their room, closing the door behind me. Even through the wall, the sound of rushing water just barely escapes. I hope Lake doesn't finish showering too soon. I don't want to keep them waiting. The thick carpet beneath me muffles my positives on the brief walk back to my room, recalling my run-in with Lake just after we got here, and their overflowing enthusiasm for our surroundings. I take everything in for a moment. The way the warm light catches on the edges of the shiny doorknobs and picture frames. The way the wooden walls creak and groan when you listen to them, as if asking to be left alone. It's the same building, yet it all feels different somehow. I'm reminded of the day my parents gave me my first camera. Through a new lens, every detail seemed suffused with beauty and meaning. Even the tiniest flitter of light on something you'd never take a second glance at. But I also remember looking through the photos with, at first, fascination, which gave way to indifference, and then, in time, disappointment. Fascination, indifference, disappointment. The start of the semester passed in dull images and empty frames. With Lake in the picture, things have changed. Not long before I got here, the haze still lingered around me. I had no interest in my surroundings, and no desire to let Lake in. But here, something clicked, and it's only grown since then until this moment, where I stand in the middle of my room feeling like an actor centered in a hot spotlight, seeing each and every action or object as if it's imbued with dramatic consequence. The twist is that every intrusive thought, every worry, doubt, or rumination carries too much meaning to be dismissed. Now they circle around Jorgen's words. Take good care of them. Be sure you know what you want. I don't want to hurt them. I'm breathing heavily. My chest hurts and my muzzle is dry. And as I retreat to the warmth of the shower, a cascade of questions wars in my head. Do I know what I want? How do I know what I want if I don't know where this is going? What if the story ends here? Do I try and make it work? What if I fail? What if Lake and I return as strangers? Can this last? I'm scared. I know, I'm scared too. Where is this going? I don't know, doesn't matter. Shouldn't it? Do you always want to know what's going to happen when you do something? Fine, why are you scared then? What, I can't be? I'm just trying to get over it. You say that like I'm not trying. You're not. You've given up before it even started. I'm trying to be realistic. No, you're trying not to get hurt. Have you ever been hurt before? I have, more than once. Why? I don't know, you don't always know what went wrong. How do you get over it? I don't think I have. What's stopping you? The pain doesn't go away if you try not to think about it. It doesn't work that way. Being with someone else won't get rid of it either. Why put yourself through that then? You can ask that your whole life and never find a good answer. At least not in words. What do you mean? It's just a feeling. I can't describe it to you. Can you try? When I get close to someone, I look out ahead of me and see all the ways I can ruin everything. Every tragic possibility unfolds before my eyes, and each one ends with me alone. I can't turn that off. I can try and shut it out or lock it away, but it's always there, gnawing at me. But it never matters. Being with them feels too right for me to let them go. When something feels right, you can't tell yourself otherwise. You can only choose to keep going or leave it behind. And you always choose to keep going. Every time. Even though I might get hurt, yes. I don't want to regret what could have been. Will I regret this? Maybe you will, maybe you won't. That's not for me to say. Of course it isn't. How you feeling now? Like shit. Me too. What are you going to do now? I don't know. I knocked at the door. Hey. Hey! I show Lake in, shutting the door behind them. They leave their shoes by the door before dropping a drawstring bag onto the nearest chair. What's in that? Just some things I might need. Lube. They wink. Sure, cool. I try to gaslight myself out of my nervousness. Lake pulls their shirt up over their head and tufts the fur on their belly catch on the hem. Oh, now they're undressing. My heart gallops, already thinking forward to where this is leading. I'm mesmerized, taking in the creepy palette of their fur, getting lost in it. This is happening fast, and my shadow thoughts still follow me, weighing me down. Any, ideas of what to do tomorrow? Lake hops onto the bed next to me, close enough that our shoulders touch. We could hit a nice restaurant. I thought of inviting the rest too for the one last festive meal at the town. That would be nice, don't you think? Oh, that sounds very good. Their expression changes suddenly, and they move a little bit away from me, studying my face intently. There was just a touch of doubt in their eyes, but it's enough to make my heart drop. Something wrong? No, why? You just gulped very loudly before answering, and you're looking away from me. All I could do is stare at my paws. If there's something on your mind, you can talk to me. I'm listening. I take a deep breath. I'm scared. How come? Have I been too much? Oh no, not at all. Well, I'm glad to hear that, but what's scaring you then? I think back to the sauna earlier, where I sat across from Miko. Miko, the wolf I loved, the wolf I left behind. We were right in front of each other, but worlds apart. How did that end? I don't want to hurt you. What? Why do you think you're going to hurt me? I don't know, but you talked about how you've been hurt in all the ways things have gone wrong before, and I don't want to do that to you. You deserve better. Harvo, what are you talking about? I don't want you to regret falling for me. The one person I loved before I've hurt. I can't do that again. So, what now? What does this mean for us? And now, Lake sounds hurt and confused. Ironic. I frankly don't know. If it doesn't change much, I hope. It's just my own fears and doubts speaking. The impulse to pull away. To avoid hurting you like I did with Miko. But that's also exactly the way I've hurt him. But it feels like I'm cursed. Like I can't touch anyone without hurting them. Miko and more, when I look back at my high school even, the past is just one long string of mistakes. It's always like that, Arvo. We learn to get better, and we hurt along the way. You can't love without getting hurt, it's part of the deal. So quit that! We talked about spending the night together. I come here and you suddenly start backing off? I'm not backing off, But you say something and you tells you to. And if you keep doubting us, then you will listen to that voice. And I don't want to lose you before we even started. We're in one bed already, Arvo. It's too late to do it painlessly. Are you saying no? I just started spiraling when I was in the shower. Now I'm here with you and it's different. I'm still afraid. But with you next to me, I'm scared less. Look, Arvo, I like you. I like you a lot, but I can't afford to get into uncertain things anymore. I can't get into another unstable, shaky arrangement with no rules and no solid grounding, with no commitment. I need to know where this is going. I don't want it to be like whatever I had with Torolf. Then there's no point. It's hard. I don't know what I want myself. This all is so new and scary yet. But believe me, I want to commit to it, and I want to see where it leads us together with you. Pa and Pa. I want that too. I want to spend time here with you. I want to explore the town together. I want to watch you take pictures and see you smile at the world around you. I want to fall asleep in your arms. You only have so much time here. The more of it you spend worrying about the future, the less you have to enjoy the present. Sometimes the future is frightening, yeah? Other times it's so exciting, you forget it isn't real. You start playing for things that haven't happened yet. Instead of learning the things you don't know, you start filling the gaps with your own imagination. This sounds familiar. Yeah. I told you earlier, I'm scared out of my mind too. We don't even know each other that well. I think we spent more time together here than we have in the past month. I don't want to make the same mistakes this time. But I trust myself, and stupid as it might turn to be, I trust you. We have 2 days left here, Arvo. I don't want to spend them worrying about labels or planning what we're going to do when we get back. I'm going to do what feels right while I'm here with you. That's all I want. Feeling better? More sure, at least. I needed to hear that. So, about more current things, what did you want from tonight? The mood has tainted a bit, didn't it? I was hoping for a more romantic atmosphere, now that I have you for myself finally. I just want you. Huh? I'll hold out my palm near their cheek. Can I? They're so gorgeous, shining through my glassy eyes as if enveloped in a rainbow. I blink, and they're on top of me, straddling my waist, their weight toppling us both over onto the bed. You're terribly overdressed for the occasion. Let's get you out of this. Late's paws find their way under my shirt, exploring my sides and belly and drop into my waist before I return to grab the hem. I let Late pull my shirt up over my head. They cast it aside, their attention focused squarely on me, left only in my underwear now. I watched their eyes trace a meandering path over my form. They seemed to map out every edge and every stripe before me in my gaze. And suddenly the snouts pressed to mine. As their tongue drags against the edge of my muzzle, I open my maw, letting them in. Our rough tongues meet each other, and the feeling is electric. It's heat. It's fire spraying from my maw into my body, making every muscle and every nerve burn with need. Damn! When Lake breaks a kiss, my breath catches, right with a full body shiver. We're both panting now, and the air between us is dense with heat and vapor and our mingled scents. We're both already hard under our botchers, but as they grind against me, the need grows even greater. They lick their lips. You have no idea how hot you are. Really? If you did, you wouldn't ask that. Their scent is intoxicating, wild and wintry. It is the forest, the trees, smoke and salt in the air. It is arousal, must, want. And with their voice tingled by a wavering, needy pitch, the feeling of them hard against my belly, and their taste on my tongue, every sense, every piece of this moment, is captured entirely by Lake. Oh my god. This is a lot. Oh wait, are you... Isn't this your first time? It is. I blush under the fur, hard. In bed with the hottest person I know. I feel their gaze pierce right through me. Are you sure you still want to do this with me? Their voice sits on a gentle lilt. Their hungry gaze softens. Under their starry eyes, I feel safe. There is nothing more right than this. I'm sure. Okay, good. Why do we take things slowly then? Fuck, I've never wanted or been one like this in my life. Right now, I think I never wanted someone as much as I want Lake. Lake, I really need you now. Lake slides a paw down to my hips, and their fingers slip under the waistband of my boxers. Is this okay? Okay is an understatement. Lake chuckles and leans in to kiss my neck. I can't help but moan as they wrap their paw around my cock and drag a silky paw pad across the head. Does that feel good? Yeah. Lake starts stroking me, and now I'm whimpering into their fur as every cell of my body demands release. The soft paw glides up and down rhythmically, keeping the pace slow enough to leave me wanting at the very edge. Fuck, you're leaking. I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Or maybe that someone's a needy tiger. Could be both. Lake chuckles and sits up, placing both paws on my chest. Alright, have I teased you enough already? I think so. What do you think? Cute. You can tell me what you want, you know. I'm not in charge here. I mean, I wouldn't mind if you were. Really? Yeah. I don't really know what I'm doing, but you do, and I trust you. Okay. Let me get these off of you. Lake places a paw under my thighs to get me to lift them before pulling off my boxers. Ah, nice. It's my turn now. Lake grabs my wrist and drives my paw to the waistband of their boxers. Give me a paw here, will you? As I slip their boxers off, Lake bends down again to bring their snout close to my ear. Damn! Good boy. Lake nibbles on my ear before wrapping a paw around both of our cocks, each glistening with prey. Fuck. You like that? Yeah. Me too. But you could do a little more, you know. Sorry. Don't be, you're learning. Here, you can touch me wherever you want. Okay. I start low, bringing my paw to Lake's butt first. There you go. I give them a squeeze, burying my paws in their soft, smooth fur. Fluffy. Thanks, I try. I slide one paw up the side of their body, feeling all their curves and corners, engraving their shape into my mind. As I do, they continue stroking us both, sending waves of heat through my body. Every time I think it can't possibly feel better, the need just seems to grow past the limit. My paw finds their chest, and as I dig my fingers into their fluff, a paw pad grazes their nipple. What is it? Are you okay? You just found my sweet spot. Oh, can I? Fuck yes. My right paw goes to Lake's nipple, my left to the thigh. I tease them again, tugging gently. Fuck. I never thought I'd hear Lake moan like this. They've been fairly quiet thus far, but now that I'm hearing it, fuck, I never want them to stop. I've never heard anything sweeter. Lake picks up the pace, stroking us both faster and faster. They're breathing hard, and their eyes are half focused in ecstasy. I'm already so close, I can barely contain myself. I grasp at him, holding on tight, my breathing ragged. Irvo, I'm gonna... There it is. With one last resounding moan, Lake finishes on top of me, stretching both our cocks into my belly, and that's enough to push me over the edge. The tension burns into every muscle. I writhe, I tremble. I shudder like a sailing ship on an open sea. But when the release comes, it's like crashing onto warm sand, cradled in the sun's rays. Lake collapses onto me, their chin resting on my shoulder, breathing heavily into my neck fur. That is not how I wanted that to go. Why? Lake, it was amazing. You have no idea how much I wanted to hear you moan like that. Really? Really? Do you think you'd get off of me, though? One sec. Late pushes himself up and then sits on my lap. Sorry, my arms are tired. Late sits up and runs a paw through their mane, pushing it away from their eyes. The gesture is careless, pure instinct, yet I can't help but marvel at it. I'm glad it was worth it. That took a lot out of me. And you too, technically. Late looks down at my belly, then theirs. What a mess. Yeah, maybe I should go take a shower? Well, I mean, if you want to do that, why did we shower together? Oh, I liked that the first time. Alright then. Late leans in to kiss me, placing both paws next to my head for support, but their arms dip out from under them. They flop down onto me, narrowly avoiding an accidental headbutt. Ow. Sorry, it's not easy to prop yourself up for that long, you know. You could have told me if you wanted to switch. Nah, that's okay. The view's nice from up there. Pfft. Lake plants another kiss on my snout before nuzzling into my neck. Hey, come on, you gotta get up. Lake. So soft. I sigh. Oh, you don't wanna let me go? No, you're not going anywhere. Lake intertwines our lids and places one paw on my shoulder, the other under me. They drape their slim tail over mine, and I feel my own twitch in response. Jolts of energy travel from the base to the tip, as if that electric excitement I felt is still discharging. Fine, you win. Does this work? You're comfy? Yeah, it's really nice. Light rests her head on my chest, shifting a little bit before settling down and taking a long, deep breath. I reach over to pet their head and nestle their body in my arm. I don't know how many more of these nights we'll have, when we're tangled together, wanting to be even closer than our bodies will allow. But this feeling of Light's warmth, their heartbeat, and their soft fur, it's enough. Light looks up at me, their eyes blooming with tenderness, and I swear I could live in this mode forever. Good night, Arvo. Good night, Lake. And they didn't shower. They didn't shower, everyone! We're in that. We're in that. Guys, they didn't shower. Oh god, the fur's gonna be dried up from all that spunk? Jesus Christ. No. That's crazy. Well, we fought. Hell yeah. But that was cool. Okay, so a lot has happened in this playthrough. Lake is non-binary, and we fought. Actually, no, wait. Lake came out as non-binary, we rescued Rune, and then we fought. Well, me and Lake fought. Rune didn't fuck. Rune was a part of it. And Jordan's the best windman, and I knew I could count on him. Well, until next time, thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like, and subscribe if you're really interested. I'll leave a link to the game in the description below if you want to play for yourself, as well as links to my Twitter and Blue Sky if you want to support me on those platforms. And as always, I'll be leaving a link to the visual novel me and my good friend Zid the Red Panda made for the February Game Jam called When You Are Mine. Please don't show your support to it. If you do enjoy it, maybe consider rating it and commenting on it on itchio. We love reading those, it makes our day. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!